Welcome to this week's video email. I spy a brighter direction on the horizon. I hope you've had a good week. At this time of year, I always find myself struggling to catch my breath. There's so much happening in so many different ways all at once. As a music educator, this is always the time when I feel a little bit too stretched. One thing this month that I really wanted to share with you was the long-awaited publication of the Curriculum and Assessment Review, led by Professor Becky Francis. It's a substantial document full of thoughts about what children should learn and how schools should assess them from the ages of 5 to 19. To be honest, I've skim-read parts of it, but there are some key points worth sharing because this feels like a landmark moment. While it may be tempting to dismiss it as just another review, this one genuinely matters, especially for those of us working with young children and especially in music. The review marks a shift in tone. It moves away from a decade of narrowing curriculum experiences and towards a more generous, more human, more expansive vision of what education could be. For early years in Key Stage 1, it recognises that children need experiences rather than coverage, that creative subjects matter, and that teachers need space, trust and flexibility to shape learning for their children. And for anyone who believes in the power of singing, rhythm, musical play and global repertoire, this is a promising moment. Not a revolution, but the door is definitely opening. The review commits to designing a national curriculum for all children, not just certain school types. It calls for teacher involvement in creating new programmes of study. It encourages more breadth, including across the arts, and reinforces the importance of inclusive, accessible learning, particularly for children with SEND and those facing disadvantage. But the honest bit is this. There's no detail yet for early years or Key Stage 1. No music programme of study, no guidance on repertoire, no mention yet of global majority music, cultural responsiveness or diversity within the arts. Right now, we have principles, but no specifics. This isn't a setback, it's an opportunity. When the detail hasn't been written, it means there's space for practitioner voices to be heard. Smaller organisations, creative practitioners, early years specialists and community voices can help shape what emerges. There are genuinely hopeful signs in the review, a renewed recognition of the arts, encouragement of teacher flexibility and a commitment to a curriculum that is broad, ambitious and inclusive for every child, regardless of school type, postcode or prior attainment. It calls for the removal of barriers and for high standards for all children, grounded in understanding their individual needs. So what should we do now? This is a moment for gentle, steady advocacy, not loud campaigning, but the quiet consistency of what we already do every day. The songs we teach, the repertoire we choose, and the way we talk about culture and identity, and the musical experiences we make possible for young children. Rather than waiting for someone else to divine good music provision, we can model it, share it, and help shape the conversation. Next week, I'll share 4 advocacy strands coming out of this review that I think will matter most as the detail begins to develop. So in summary, this review offers a future that feels bigger, kinder, and more imaginative than the one we've been working within recently. The details aren't there yet, but the direction is encouraging. And because I'm a firm believer in both advocacy and positivity, next week I'll talk about reframing the negative thoughts that creep in when systems feel slow to change. In the meantime, I hope you can catch one of your own negative thoughts mid-flight and gently turn it into something more positive and hopeful. It really does shift the whole day and your whole outlook. Many thanks for watching and see you again in the next one.